Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and another video. Now, today we are covering the Cleveland Indians and their possible name change. It seems like the writing is on the wall for them. The Washington football team has changed their name. They have not announced what their name is going to be yet as I'm making this video, but maybe you guys know if you're watching it at a later date. It seems like the writing is just on the wall for the Cleveland Indians. Now, wherever you stand on racial issues, political correctness, all that stuff, I think we can all kind of agree it's time for a name change for Cleveland. It's had a great run. It's had a great history. I don't think the name flies right now in the current climate that things are in. What I've done with my last several days is I have come up with the best concepts that I can find on the internet for the Cleveland baseball team name change. Now, these are not my own. These are the hard work of artists. I am not responsible for any of these. I'm just showing them to you. I'll shout all the artists out who left their name. So I'm going to show you guys a top 7 because I went through probably 40 or 50 and a lot of them were bad. So leave a like and subscribe if that sounds good to you. Let's get into it here. All right, so we're going to go in reverse order from 7 to 1. So if you want to see like my top 3, fast forward to the end. But we're going to go from 7 to 1 because I do think there's 7 worth showing. Now ignore these two guys staring lifelessly into your soul. We're going to start with the Owl Bears here at number 7. Now, the reason I think this works is the textual font here stays essentially the same to what the Indians already have. And you can see here, like on the Progressive Field logo, it doesn't even look out of place. Now, the logo down here, it's interesting. I don't know if owl bears are native to Cleveland or what. I don't know. Now, to me, this uniform screams very Korean Baseball League. I really, I can't unsee that. So that's why it's ranked so low for me, is I just see this as a Korean baseball jersey. But maybe if you didn't, this is honestly a very solid concept. Number 6, we have the Cleveland Commodores, and this is named after Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry. Now, this is cool because it's local. He was the hero of Lake Erie, which means nothing to me because I live in Texas, but maybe if you live in the area, that would mean something to you. Now, the color scheme is very similar. The artist here is Jamie Rockwell. So Jamie has elected to add some baby blue to the color scheme. And I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think it works pretty well given this logo. It is very detailed for an MLB logo, but I think it does kind of work. And then you have the C, which is pretty much the same as the Cleveland C they have now, just maybe shaded a little bit differently. As we'll scroll down, here's Jamie Rockwell's information. Good job here by Jamie, to be honest. Now, we have to use our imagination here. They only gave us 2 jerseys. We'll imagine 3, all right? We got the Rhodes here with the gray, clearly. Now, I want you to imagine this gray jersey, but now white. And that would be the home jersey, I assume. And the hat's pretty good. I don't love the blue, lining on the brim. I feel like I have a hat here. I feel like if you're going to have a brim, it should just all be the same color. I don't know. The baby blue brim is just throwing me off a little bit. But other than that, really good. I like the alternate a lot. That logo finds a spot there and then also on the sleeve. The Commodores, man, that works for me. Honestly, this is vibing for me. All right, this one is my personal favorite at number 5. I don't think it's the best. That's why I didn't rank it number 1, but it is my personal favorite. Now, we have the Cleveland Inventors. Now, this is a very minor league name. That's why I couldn't rank it very high. And one of my honorable mentions, for the same reason, couldn't put it on the list because I think it's too minor leaguey. But the Cleveland Inventors, I think this person did a really good job. Now, you can see here the Inventors, they keep the I. It's a very similar font. Now, they did change it from red to gold. Now, I'm not sure how Cleveland fans would receive this, so I did take off points for that as well. But honestly, this, he did a really good job with this. You can see here the textual font Inventors, and then we have the city word mark here. These are the colors. The primary logo looks sick. We have some throwback C's here. Secondary logo with the light bulb. Honestly, this is working for me. It's kind of an old-timey vibe, like a Letterman jacket type thing for the home jacket. I like this a lot, to be honest. This is my favorite one, like I said. I just couldn't rank it high because I think it changes too much from what the Indians currently have. And I don't know if that's a bad thing. This is, of course, by Chris Giorgio. I don't know if I pronounced that right. That's my bad, Chris, if I didn't. But the C looks amazing on the hat. It all looks amazing. We have the roads here, again, another Letterman kind of look. You have the city there instead of Inventors. And then the alternate. Really good job. Really good job. Honestly, this works for me really well. Let me know if it works for you. Did I rank it too low? Maybe. Number 4 here, we have the Cleveland Sentinels. Now, this logo looks amazing, by the way. I don't know if he got that from somewhere or if he made that himself, but honestly, great job. This is made by Christian Colbert. We can see the C stays there as well. The Cleveland text here, very similar before we get down to the jerseys, and I know you guys can see the shoulder, but the Cleveland text is very similar to what Cleveland already has, except for it says Cleveland rather than Indians. And I honestly don't mind it. And then obviously that logo there again. Now let's get into the actual jersey art. He didn't provide us pants or socks, but the jerseys themselves looks pretty good. Now, again, we're going to have to use our imagination here a little bit to get us a home jersey. This, I assume, is going to be like an alternate maybe. And I'd love to see this color inverted to where this is red and maybe the letters are blue. I think that would look pretty sick. But the C hat stays pretty much similar to what they already have. So I think that's a win. I like the logo there on the sleeves. Like the blue jersey's working well. And then I want you to imagine this, but in white for the home jersey, and maybe outline this in red. That would work really well for me with that hat as well. This could work. This could work. Number 3 is going to be the Cleveland Generals. Now, this one works for me really well, and the artist put a ton of work into this. Now, he goes on this city of Cleveland after the general that Cleveland was named after, General Moses Cleveland. That's where the name inspiration comes from. So it makes sense that the baseball team would actually be named the Generals. It would be almost full circle. Now, he left us a lot of word marks here. We'll just kind of scroll through us quickly. The Cleveland Generals there. Obviously, navy blue and white are the main colors, but he does throw us some red. I'm feeling the red a little bit. I'm feeling the red. There's the text font there for Generals, all the different color schemes there. A C, I'm actually a big fan of the C. I'm a big fan of the C, actually. I'm actually a bigger fan of these C's, where the star is a different color than the rest. Like that, fantastic. Top 3 jersey that we're going over today. Now, these hats are actually working for me. They would obviously look better in real life. This just looks like a weird Photoshop, but like that C on a hat like that would be really cool. It'd even be cool maybe if the star was a different color like the other ones, but it's working for me really well. These hats, I don't like at all. Straight up, I don't like those hats, but the jerseys, home run. No pun intended. Actually, pun intended. Me and your puns, kids. We'll go over it. So we got a C on the sleeve here. The Generals obviously across the front. I like these. I like these a lot. And we'll scroll down a little bit. I'm not a big fan of the blue pants, but I feel like potentially maybe those make a comeback. I don't know. Like, I think I'd prefer this better with gray or white pants. I'm not a big colored pants guy, but for what he's going for here, I think it works really well. Now, these jerseys I like better. There's no outline. They're simpler. I think they look cleaner. You got the stars like a general would on the sleeve. The C there. These are my favorite. Flip out the hat instead of it saying Generals. Flip it out with the C hat. I think this is an A+ jersey. Same thing here with the blue jersey. Just flip out the hat. I'm in. I don't like the blue pants still, but I'd tolerate it if you just flipped out the hat. And then we'll go down here again. And then this one, he's got the stars on the sleeve, but it still says Cleveland. Again, flip out the hat, and I think I'm good. I just don't like that Generals hat. And that's going to be my same critique here. Now, this was made by Abe Zelenik. Honestly, good job, Abe. Good job. I'm 100% in on the Cleveland Generals. There are all his socials if you guys want to get a hold of him. All right, our number 2 concept here is a little bit different. They didn't give us as much, but this actually won a Cleveland fan-voted competition. It was a competition called Redesign the Tribe, and this one actually won. Now, I wouldn't have voted for this one, but I do think this is a pretty good concept if they had given us a little bit more like the other ones did, so I'm kind of banking on the fact that the alternates and the home would look as good as this jersey. Now, we can see the logo here. The logo looks pretty good. Now, the Cleveland Spiders, of course, were an original Cleveland baseball team that no longer play there. So this would be paying homage to a team in the past, hence kind of the throwback look. Now we got this logo here on the sleeve. I'm liking that a lot. I like the throwback feel as well. The striped socks, the old-timey C hat here. You got freaking the pants, you got the number. I like the stripes on the sleeve. I don't know if that's going to be a hot take, but I like the stripes going up the shoulder for this particular jersey and look, and then the striping there, obviously. Now, imagining a home jersey, I imagine they would continue with an old-timey look. The home jersey would probably be cream with a lot of the same kind of concepts and ideas taken from this to like a cream jersey. And then I'd love to see a red alternate with this. But like the Cleveland Spiders could work tremendously in a rebrand. Now let's talk about honorable mentions. I have a couple. This one's really good. This is another Cleveland Spiders thing. I just don't like it as much. I don't like the like webs shooting out of spiders there. I do like the creative C patch on the side. It's like a C in a spider web. I think it's really creative, just not really for me. Now, if I had to choose a best logo, this would win 100% from the Cleveland Commanders. There's a textual logo. I just think the logo looks sick. Not crazy about the jerseys or the overall like theme of it, but the logo itself, man, like that is just the most intimidating thing you've ever seen. Final honorable mention before we get into my preferred, what I think Cleveland should go with. This is Cassidy. This is an honorable mention. Now, she went with the Dragons. I like this a lot as a minor league thing, so I think it does deserve some attention. I just don't like it as a major league team. Like, these are honestly sick if they're a minor league team. Also, this, I don't know if you made this or what, Cassidy, but this is horrifying. All right, so what I think should 100% be the winner is designed by OK Pants, and it is the Cleveland Buzzards. Now, this is not a conventional thing. This is a very different outlook on jerseys, all right? This is a very different outlook at what the Indians should do. Now, this is actually a rock and roll reference. I will link this in the description so you guys can read all this. I'm not going to read it for you. Actually, if you want to, you can probably pause the video. So we can see points of inspiration. It says, like the city I was born and raised, rock and roll is in my blood. But he got tired of all the like normal musical references in sports, i.e. St. Louis Blues. That's the only one that really comes to mind. I really like this logo quite a bit, honestly. I know I just got onto the Dinos or whatever it was, the Dragons, for being too minor leaguey, but like this, to me, it works. It works. It works. It is so different that I think it works, and it's well thought out enough that I think it could work. Now, the secondary logos, all of these I'm in on, especially this bottom one, which my face cam is covering right now, so I'm going to move it up a little bit. I like that one a lot. I like the guitar pick theme. I think all of this works. Now let's get into the actual jerseys. This is the only one I'm not a super fan of, the black. It's just not for me. I don't like all black jerseys. Give me different colored pants. It's not for me, all right? Like, no offense, but it's not for me. Now, as a home jersey, I think these look amazing. Now, he's got that same logo on both arm sleeves, as we can kind of see. He's got the number there inside of baseball. I think it's sick. Buzzards across the front. It just, like, this jersey for me really is like the pinnacle of what Cleveland should go for. And you guys are probably gonna, I'm probably gonna catch some flack for this if you guys make it this far. Like, why is this guy's favorite thing? But it is. Like, the white jersey, honestly, my favorite jersey that he made. The whites are so good. I think he did such a good job. And then finally, of course, the reds. I like this red jersey a ton. It's almost as good as the white one. I do like the white one a little bit better. But, like, this is awesome. You got the logo up there. You got a secondary on one sleeve, the primary on this sleeve, Cleveland Buzzards across the front. This works. This works. Let me know if you guys think this works for you as well as it works for me. But that's going to do it for me, guys. This is what I think Cleveland should change to. Cleveland Buzzards. I'm in. Give it all to me. Again, follow all these artists on Instagram, Twitter. You guys see it all there at the bottom. I shouted out as many as I saw on there. This is okpants.com. Full credits to him. But that's going to do it for the video, guys. Like and subscribe if you made it this far. Comment the word buzzard, and I will catch you guys in the next one.